Hey guys, I just wanted to introduce the last 2 weeks of our first unit in AS English 9. So it's pretty crazy, time flies. But as you can see, I combined the last 2 weeks of this unit. So weeks 7 and 8 are in the same folder. I did that just because we are going to spend the last 2 weeks working on your summative make for the unit. And so it's kind of like the same the same project that you're working on, I guess you could say. So I thought putting them in the same folder would be helpful. I don't know, but they are both there. So right now you're just seeing the week 7 folder, and I will open up the week 8 folder at the beginning of week 8. But in these folders, in the week 7 folder, we are going to be starting our slice of life writing. That is the summative make for the unit. You guys a couple weeks ago did a slice of life quick write. And you will be actually pulling that back up and editing that and either using that as a starting point for your summative, or you can start with a different topic. But we don't really have the traditional paper and pencil tests anymore in AS English 9. Instead, we have what we call makes, because you are actually making something, in this case, a piece of writing. So in this first page, it's really just information for you to read through. To understand what really is a slice of life writing. You guys wrote the paragraph, but that was just super quick and introductory. Now we're really talking about what is a slice of life. And basically, it's a storytelling technique that offers insight into an ordinary person's life. It's just kind of a snippet of someone's day. It can almost be in poem form, but it's just a very kind of going in depth with that moment in your life that really kind of showcases what it's like. And so please read through all of this information. It's very easy to understand and really explains what slices of life writings are. It's an anecdote. You're not writing a short story, you're writing an anecdote, okay? Also click on these resources. If you're struggling to find an idea or a starting point, there are some resources attached here, linked here. These are just words that can maybe help spark something in your mind. So, what's your AM routine? Or maybe you have a story about laundry day or a meal, or shopping, or new beginnings. So just kind of look through that. And then also 5 tips for writing slice of life vignettes. And sometimes they're called vignettes because these are pretty short. You are going to write more than you wrote in your quick write paragraph, but they are still about 450 words minimum, and you'll see that coming up here too. But so please read through this. It has some good little tips. Read some first, and I'm going to have some examples for you. Get real, focus on the characters. Now, you're not writing a short story, so the characters would be probably you and anyone else, that you're telling about. Focus on environment and keep it short. So please read through those resources first. Those are going to be very helpful when you move on. The next, it took me all the way out, sorry. Next, I just have the rubric here for you. And please read through this. It kind of shows you which categories we are going to score you in. So this blue column is going to show you exactly what we're looking for, okay? And then it will show you how to, 3, 2, or 1. But right over here is what we're looking for. Also, like I said, it should be 450 words minimum, 700 words maximum for 18 points total. There's that. And then back in the week 7 folder, here's where you're going to really want to take some time and read through these examples, okay? This week, most of your work is actually just reading your resources and reading these examples of slice of life writings. This link, this is where it says click here for several examples. It does have more than one example on that document. These 2 pieces of writing you may have already read. They were earlier in the unit, but I put them here again just because I think they're really good examples. Where I'm from is more of a poem form, and then Gate A4 is a really great example of just a piece of slice of life writing. And then here's a student example as well. So please read through these. These are going to give you a good idea of how you want to create yours, because there's a lot of creative freedom actually within this piece of writing, okay? Because we're not doing research, you're telling about a little moment in your life. And so for this week, really what you're going to be doing is just a show versus tell edit. And so read through, again, this is kind of what it means to show versus tell, examples of showing versus telling, and it's really, using, figurative language, action verbs, descriptive adjectives, descriptive nouns. For this assignment, you guys will be copying and pasting your slice of life quick write from week 4 onto the document, and then you will be editing that and making it more descriptive. And from there, you may want to start using that for your slice of life writing. That is the goal, but maybe you're like, I don't really like where I was going with this. You can start new. You can start with something different, okay? I'm editing this a little bit right after I get off of this video because I just saw that it says in class. Obviously, you guys are not going to be in class on notebook paper, but right here where it says write this on a separate Google Doc and link it here, you don't have to do that, okay? I just want you to read through this information, read through these examples, and then here's the direction for this assignment, okay? And then that's really like the only thing that you're needing to do for your slice of life writing this week. Next week, we'll really get into just having some time to write it and revise it and get it turned in, okay? Then you have your week 7 no red ink assignment, which focuses on transitions, and then your week 7 digital notebook entry. There's a little more to it this week. I'm really wanting to introduce the ICE method to you guys. And basically that's how to use evidence to support your thinking. Okay, so just a reminder to be reading for 20 minutes each day and 10 minutes for Online Academy. I'm sorry, I need to edit that as well, but you can click there to access your digital notebook and then read through this information about ICE. It's how you introduce your evidence, citing your evidence, and explaining your evidence. Here's an example here using The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. And then here is what you need to do for your week 7 entry. It has to do with personality traits of one of the characters in your reading, just to practice kind of going through this ICE method, okay? Okay, I think that's about it. Again, these last 2 weeks are really dedicated to this slice of life writing. This week, you're just revising the quick write that you did a couple weeks ago. And hopefully, you're able to use that as a starting point for your actual summative make. And then again, week 8 will be posted with a video update just like this next week. Email me with any questions, guys, or if you need to do a Google Meet on Wednesday just for any clarification, I can do that, but just email me to set that up. Okay? Have a good day, guys.